Hi, I'm Movie Cat, aka Roller Coaster Rider, and I'm here with Kay, and we are going to review Power Rangers. Oh, I'm sorry, Saban's Power Rangers. That stars um Bryan Cranston, Elizabeth Banks, Becky G, uh Dak Ray Montgomery, Naomi Scott, R.C. Seiler, and Bill Hader. And Kay is here. I saw this movie in theaters, which is what a lot of you should have done.
It's not nice.
It bombed,
Okay.
and it was a good movie. The way I would describe this movie, and I've done it to several people, is if you combined the recent Josh Trank's Fantastic Four along with the Michael Bay Transformers movies, that's pretty much what it is. However, if you made them both good and likable. This has smiles and emotions, unlike Josh Trank's Fantastic Four, and it doesn't have sexism, and you can tell what goes on during fight scenes, unlike Transformers. What? I'm sorry. Kay, Kay, talk. The Transformers movies are sexist.
Okay.
Oh, and also in this movie, most of the people are probably in their 20s, so it's not like Transformers 4 where they had a 17-year-old.
I thought they were all in high school because they had detention, remember?
Well, oh yeah. Well, at the beginning it does kind of start off like Breakfast Club.
Yeah. So there were five of them, two females, three guys. They were kind of not troublemakers, misfits, didn't really have a lot of
Outcasts.
friends. Yeah, maybe outcasts, what you could say. And they were from a small town. Where was it? California or something? Angel Grove?
Angel Grove, somewhere
Angel
around
Grove,
there.
yeah.
I don't know if it's like California. It just said Angel Grove.
So the one gentleman, young man, that he had
The
lost
Red
his
Ranger, the main star.
no,
Oh,
the one that was taking him out to the quarry.
oh the African American guy. He's the Blue Ranger.
Okay, and I think he was autistic or something.
Yeah, he was.
So he took the guy that became the Red Ranger, which was the leader of the group, and took him out to the quarry. And they were about ready to leave, except for
Then they met one of the girls that they
right.
knew earlier, who was the Pink Ranger.
Yes,
No offense, ladies.
no offense taken. And then he was sticking dynamite or something into the wall of the canyon of the quarry, and he had done that with his father. So then what he discovered is these discs, which according
They
to
look like hockey pucks.
yeah, but they each had a color, and they each kind of attracted one of them. And so the
There were
story
two other
began.
people that came. There were two. You're forgetting two other people. You're forgetting about the Asian guy who was the Black Ranger, and the woman Becky G who was the Yellow
Yellow.
Ranger.
Right. They were all there.
Yeah, you didn't mention that.
Okay.
Becky G plays Trini, and I don't remember the names of the other Rangers. Sorry, it doesn't say. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Anyway,
So they all have kind of issues in their family life. And they, once they end up in the cave and everything, and then, what was Mr. Cranston's name?
I think he was Zordon.
Zordon. And he became part of the wall. And so he was having them step up on these little like pedestal
Yeah.
type things in the colors that they were.
Disclaimer: neither of us are Lewis slash Linkara, so we And apart from this movie, I had never seen anything about the Power Rangers, apart from maybe the toys. Kay, have you seen Power
No,
Rangers
I
before
didn't
this?
watch the TV show. Wasn't it a TV show before it was a movie
It
or
was a
something?
TV show, and then they had like a couple of direct-to-video movies. There might have even been an animated show first. But this, if I were to guess, it was probably like a Saturday morning live-action animated or live-action show.
So anyway, when they're in the cave and then they meet,
After they test out their powers
right?
by
They couldn't
jumping.
morph. Yeah. And when they're on the pedestals, they couldn't morph. And it was kind of, they were being told this is their destiny, that they are here to save not only Angel Grove, but possibly the world if
Rita
Rita,
Repulse.
Rita Repulse, yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about Rita Repulse, Elizabeth Banks?
Yeah, she played it very well.
She was awesome!
Yeah. She really played that part well.
She was, I think, she was either really having fun with it or she was being campy. Either way, it worked.
Yeah. I had never really pictured her as being evil, but she did a good job.
She was, goofy evil, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you could say it that way.
Like, what's new? Like, if you've ever seen a villain in a, like, I would, not a good example and not the same caliber, but like Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, like him saying, "I'm the ultimate cool. It's time to no, I'm no longer Mr. Ice Guy." It's like you know he's a villain, but you still have fun watching him.
True.
Like he steals the show. That's kind of how it is. This movie is better than Batman and Robin, by the way.
Yes, it is.
But anyway, Rita Repulse, who she has a hunger for gold.
Yeah. Even people's cavity or fillings.
Yeah. And
Until
then she goes.
she gets to
then,
the jewelry store.
Oh yeah, she goes to the jewelry store.
I want to see your finest gold. And then she starts eating necklaces, chains.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah,
anyway, going
different.
back to the oh, what about the little robot?
Oh yeah.
Bill Hader, who I didn't know it was Bill Hader for a while when I saw the movie in theaters.
Right.
He does it pretty well.
Yeah, he did a good job. I think you could tell that he was having fun with that too.
Yeah, and if you go to the blooper reel, you can tell that there is a little bit of ad-libbing, like he was asking questions like, "Why does McDonald's sell hot dogs?" The blooper reel is not as
Funny as what you think.
yeah, it's more of just like them going. It's more of them doing goofy faces and kind of like ad-libbing more so than flubbing. But yeah, much better usage of him in Power Rangers than Sausage Party.
Probably.
Just
Well, and
trust
plus,
me.
okay, so these five.
At least in this movie, he didn't play a Native American or a Mexican stereotype.
These five did have their doubts in the beginning, but then they were trying to learn to trust and get to know each other, and then at the last
No,
minute
you're forgetting
they could
something.
morph.
You're
Huh.
you're forgetting their like their practice, so to speak.
Oh yeah, they kept going down to the basement trying to practice.
Basement quarry, and essentially just getting beaten up.
Yeah. And they thought that they were holograms, but they weren't.
And then that gave a pretty funny joke with Becky G's character. Can I spoil it or no?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, honey, how was your day at school? Well, I fought a bunch of rocks, and I'm pretty sure I'm a superhero. Pee in this cup now!
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
So this point right now is kind of like Josh Trank's Fantastic Four, or in the same kind of setup, not in the same kind of tone or mood or atmosphere, but it's just kind of them. It's them not being superheroes yet, but it's them like more so just bonding. There's also a long thing, and spoiler alert, you find out that Becky G Trini's character is LGBTQ.
Yep, they each had something. So the one character was autistic, the other had lost his father and his
That was
mother,
the
the
same.
Asian.
Oh, okay.
His
That guy.
mother was quite ill.
I thought that was his grandmother.
I thought he said it was his mother. Maybe,
Okay.
I don't know. Um,
And the girl, the Pink Ranger, she had started like a rumor about some people.
yeah, so she was not having an easy time at school. I think she was a cheerleader or she was in with the in crowd.
Yeah, she was a cheerleader, but then she got outed, or she
Yeah.
got ousted.
Yep. They
Oh,
didn't want her there anymore.
oh, disclaimer. If you're one of those people that doesn't like to see LGBTQ movies, this is okay because apart from maybe like 4 seconds, it does not play a major part in the movie.
Yeah, you don't even know it. It's when they're staying at the quarry and they were trying to bond with fire and whatever food that the Asian guy had.
Mm-hmm. Then, then, the African American guy, the Blue Ranger, he finds out where the epicenter of the world is, or
Yeah.
the thing for the monster.
Yep.
And a lot of people have made this joke. It's at a Krispy Kreme's, and they don't say it. If you've seen Cinema Snob's midnight screenings review for it, or if you've seen like some other people, they'll talk about how like they say and show Krispy Kremes a lot. They don't say it that often. They say it maybe what 3, 4 times, and then they
Yeah.
show it maybe 2 or 3 times. That's it.
Well, you have to also, one other thing, while Elizabeth Banks' character, she's collecting gold because she's trying to make the staff so she could reign again. And
I
that
thought she already had the
monster-
staff.
No, the
Okay.
staff was being made as she collected gold. And then this huge monster. So,
Make my monster grow. Um, Before that happens, though, spoiler alert, they do get their powers.
they
And
do morph.
yeah, and they get like a one of them looks like a dinosaur, like a dino. Yeah, there's a dinosaur.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe.
shows how much you remember.
Well, I know that when they were trying to fight her and
Yeah,
her
this is
monster
once they
and
get
all these other rock monsters. Oh my god.
yeah once they get suited up, that's when it kind of becomes Transformers in terms of robots fighting. However, again, you can tell what's going on. There's not a whole lot of shaky cam. Like it's strong. It's
It's not a freeze
focused.
frame and it just keeps flowing.
Yeah, it's not like what where with the it's not the car chase in A Good Day to Die Hard. Oh, you need to see that movie.
Oh, maybe.
Um, but yeah, they do the review. They do it, and one thing, one thing I do want to criticize the movie, and I don't know if I should really criticize it for this because I don't know if it's the movie's fault. If I were to guess, it's probably the studio's fault. In the theaters, when there's a scene with Elizabeth Banks eating the donut,
Oh
they
yeah.
were playing they were playing Survivor by Destiny's Child. It was like, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I'm a survivor, keep on surviving. In the DVD, in the Blu-ray release that we watched, there was no Destiny's Child, there was no Bebe Beyonce, there's no Queen Bee.
Oh well.
But ironically, she was credited in the that song was credited in the credits of the movie. And something else that I was surprised by, uh, the Red Ranger and the Pink Ranger were voiced by British, New Zealand, South African actors. I apologize, and I know that's racist.
But when they talked in the movie, they did not have their accent.
Yeah, you'd think they were like just regular
American.
USA corn fed people.
Yeah. But overall, just seeing it for the first time, and I know you saw it the second time, I thought it was pretty good. I probably would see it again, but not um, seeing it twice, once as a rental and once maybe free through the library or something. I don't think it's a movie I would purchase, but
Now, it is rated PG-13. There is some swearing, but it's not a lot. Like it's not like a I don't know, what's a good example of a movie that it has a lot of swearing? Like it's not like a Goodfellas, or it's not like a Tarantino movie. It's PG-13. There is some swearing, but it's not like excessive. They actually make a Die Hard joke, one of them says, "Yippee mother." No, no, mother's fine.
that was the Blue Ranger, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and even though the Red Ranger is the star
The
or the
leader.
leader, don't think that's just Red Ranger and brief cameos by everyone else. Everyone gets equal. Everyone, I think Trini doesn't get as much screen time as everyone else, but she's they all do get they all get screen time in terms of fighting, action, personal, beginning. They all
Talking
get
about their family
yeah.
problems, why they're all in. No, I don't think they really go into why they're in detention every Saturday the rest of their life. And the star, the red guy, he was a football star,
Yeah.
so and then he kind of did a prank. I think it might have been like at homecoming
It
or
was the
something.
cow. It was the
Yeah.
cow joke. Oh, warning, there is a kind of frat boy there's kind of a frat boy wiener joke, but it's at the beginning. It's at the beginning with the cow, and after once that cow leaves, there's no. It doesn't do like frat boy body function humor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
So how would you rate it?
Well, I saw it in the theaters and I paid matinee, so I would have said matinee. This the version that I saw again. We got rental, so I'll give it rental. However, as someone who really wants this franchise to continue, everyone buy it on Blu-ray, buy 50 copies each. But yeah, the movie is a lot of fun. If you want to get into special features, there are deleted scenes. We didn't look at them. There's some outtakes. There's like a 7-part making of backstage. There's the theatrical trailer commentary, and then there's audio commentary with the director and writer. And something that was cool was that I don't know if it was the writer or the director. They kind of sat down and did phone call Skypes or something with each of the Rangers to like say, hey, what do you want your ranger to be, or how do you want it to be unique or different. Bryan Cranston is really good, and when you see like the making of, it looks like it's a really easy job, but they kind of put like dark blue paint on his face.
Well, he was part of the wall,
Yeah.
so. And I won't spoil it for you, but he was still a hero.
Mm-hmm. And Bill Hader, I think he did motion capture for that little robot because you see him with motion capture things on him during the making of.
Yeah.
And there's a different voice, and I don't know if it was the bloopers or if it was like earlier footage, but the robot looked different than he does in the movie. And the reason why it's called Saban's Power Rangers is because the original Power Rangers were in Japan. Some guy named Saban, he bought them, or he got the rights, and then he made them in the U.S. But yeah, this is a really good movie. If your kids are, how, what would you compare the cussing in the movie to?
It wasn't very much. I do not like a lot of swearing, so
Or a lot of gore or blood?
true. So this was not bad for me. I would say they should at least be 8,
8 or 9, maybe?
8, 9, 10. Yeah.
And are okay with seeing monsters.
Yeah.
And sand creatures punching people. And there's the funny Transformers kind of jab at where they threw a yellow what kind of card? They threw a yellow something. You don't know?
Wasn't it a Chevy or Corvette or something?
It was something like that. And then they said, "Sorry, Bumblebee." And I agree with Cinema Snob. You know what? This is a better movie than Transformers because if nothing else, it's less jerk. It's less. It's more. It's better. It's just better. It's more. It's cooler and more fun. So yeah, that's our review. Join us next time when. Join us next time when we become masters. Bye.